Hello everybody, welcome back to Magic and Manastrike. This is going to be my second attempt to record this video. I had a really good first showing, and then my wife called, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So as I said before, I'm trying to play Kiora and make Kiora work. And the reason why I'm trying to make Kiora work is very, very simple. And it has to do with the leaderboard. You look here at the leaderboard. Tezzeret, Vraska, the other guy. This guy is not playing. I don't think this guy's playing Kiora. Well, this is the one guy that's playing Kiora who's trying to make him work. I think I'm playing the exact deck here. If not, very close. But he's the only one. You have a Nissa, which I'm not too sure this person's actually playing Nissa. You have twins. You have Davin. You have one other person playing Kiora. You have Tezzeret. You have Davin. You have Johnny. You have Vraska. You have Sylvan. You have Chandra. You have the twins. You have more Chandra. You have more Tezzeret. I mean, so you do have, but there's not a lot of flavor. It's generally either Tezzeret, Vraska, the twins, Chandra, or this guy who I can never remember his name, Davin. I can never remember what his name is because I don't have him. But anyway, he's the green black. He's like the other. He's the brute that's not Vraska. Let's put it that way. And so I'm trying to play Kiora to see how she works, because there's not a lot of diversity. It's like you're either playing this guy, you're playing Tezzeret, you're playing Vraska, you're playing the twins, you're playing Chandra, you're playing Davin. You know, and so to be honest, in my with my other account, I've been trying to make Koth work, but. Have you noticed how there's a lot of people that are playing the Chandra that are especially in the top, and there's not a lot of people playing Koth? I mean, look at the win differential. They're both red. They're both red planeswalkers, but Kiora is up and Koth is not. I have a reason for that, because Koth is slow. Koth is slow, and I think that's the primary reason why people don't play Koth is because he's slow, and because he's a one-trick mind, and because you've got that hop that Kiora does, and you don't have that with Koth. But I have a feeling that they're gonna rebalance Koth at some point. But I'm just trying to make him work, because a lot of people make Chandra work, but not a lot of people make Koth work. So that's what I'm trying to do with my other account. But for this account, we're just trying to make Kiora work. This is going to be versus Sylvan. Pretty sure I know what the play's going to throw at me. He's going to try to overrun Blinding Mage, Resurrection Angel, whatever. Pretty standard stuff. But Mars is good. There's the Planeswalker. No, it's not surprising. And basically, I'm going to go and tell you that the way this deck works, I know it's not, because that's all it does. That's all it does is overrun. Every variation of this deck is just overrun. Every deck, whether it's Davin, whether it's this deck, whether it's, I mean, the tactics are very similar. It's just let's let's overrun. Let's just keep overrunning. Let's not try any diversity. And quite frankly, I don't have any mana to play anything. So, I mean, yeah, I can kill that blinding mage. Well, what good is that going to do me? We're just going to try to. You guys like, but it's. I mean, how do you deal with that tactic? Because, I guess that's where I'm having trouble with figuring out how to really play this. And then, leave me alone. I don't care that I'm going back. I just want to play the game. Can we just do that, please? Can I just play the game? But anyway, so, there's generally two ways of playing. You're either try to get, we all know that Tezzeret is usually Squall Reaver or Reaver Squall, whichever one you prefer. Or they're trying to send the Squall and the Reaver at you, trying to get the Squall and the Reaver in the air at you, which means you need a lot of air support, or you're running up against something very similar to what that deck just did, with whether it be Sylvan or whether it be Davin, which we have a Davin here. And so I'm not gonna be surprised if they try to do this, basically the same thing that other deck just tried to do. Hopefully we'll have a better answer this time. There's the Blinding Mage. Not surprising. Not surprised at all about the Blinding Mage. What the crap did I just do that for? I don't know. He's still going to be able to get in there to do some work. What kind of response did that guy trying to hit with throwing a griffin at me? Not sure what kind of griffin it is. If you think I'm worried about the griffin, the answer is I'm not. And I'm kind of surprised that this Davin deck is playing this way. Alright, come to me, I don't care. That's fine. I'm content letting that Blinding Mage get up to a little bit. Two. I can't tell if this guy was just uninterested in playing me, or he was just trying to figure out my tactics, which I don't feel like my tactics are hard to figure out at all. I'm not sure that this guy had an idea of what he wanted, or what he thought that his deck needed to do. But I'm happy to pick up the win there. I ain't mad about it at all. And then we'll jump back into rank 7 or whatever, and hopefully yay. Why does this do this? It's like yes, we know where the changeover is. Why do I have to keep seeing that every time that my rank changes, whether I go up or down? Because in the lower rank you don't have that problem, but in the upper ranks here you do. No, here's hope I will lose again. I'm gonna go back to rank 6. There's only 1, go back to rank 7. It's just like, why do I need to? Why is that part of the game? I guess. So yeah, we're playing the same deck that in the top, 50 is, but it's a challenge because I don't know. Let's have a look at what these other top decks are doing, because he's he's level 7. Let's see what this Davin is doing. This Davin's really, he's not doing anything special. And you can see at one point he was number 1 in the world, which means he's pretty good. But I mean, you look at this Kiora deck. Once again, the same deck that I'm running, it's just got, they got more, because he's higher levels. He can have a 7 and an 8 and another 8, and I'm just not there because I don't have the cards. But I mean, you look at this Tezzeret, Reaver Squall, Crows. What's Nebraska looking like? Nebraska is trying to do a very similar thing, only it doesn't have the blue, and so it's using the Reaver and the Crows. Those are kind of pain, but solid deck, but nothing we really can do. So we're just looking at the decks around it. This has 2 things to help deal with flyers, which I don't have flyers in my deck, so it is what it is. But that's the challenge. Is trying to make somebody work that shouldn't work. And kudos to Linsteka of the God Breakers for making Kiora work, having a 7th in the world currently, Kiora. And if we go in and we look at Kiora, you can probably see where she is in rank. Not a lot of people playing her, and you can see the fact that he hasn't really played her a lot. He's used somebody else to get out there. And then he's like, well, I'm gonna try to make Kiora work because there's Nubs has played more Kiora, and Scorpioda has played more. So, and let's see Nubs deck, but he's got same deck. He's just not in the plane where we are. And that's sad because you look at how many games this guy's played. 211. Look at how many people these Tezzeret players are playing, and this is in the world. And so the people that are in the top, they're just using whatever else, and then they're like, I'm gonna switch to Tezzeret now. But you see, Tezzeret gets a lot of play, and so I suspect that some people used some of these other planewalkers, and then once they're there, they're like, okay, now that I've got a good rank and I'm solidly situated, now I'm going to try to make Kiora work, which I understand, but I'm like, I guess I get that tactic of playing your way up using Tezzeret or using somebody else, and then once you're there, start to stand your ground and see how well you can do with Kiora. I understand that. That really makes... It's really kind of an interesting way to do it. I just prefer to do it the slightly harder way. That means dance with who brung ya. So let's do the work. Let's make Kiora work, and let's go against the current and prove to the world that we can make somebody that shouldn't work in the meta work. So that's what I'm trying to do. I encourage you to try to do the same. If you can make Koth work, I'd love to know, because he's frustrating as But yeah. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be back later. Till then, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.